So I'm going to use this template, and it's just saying where it's sitting, where it's associated with. Like I said, the permissions will automatically be assigned because I've created it within a team that I already have my members for. And what this does is it creates, like they call a Kanban board. So if you imagine a whiteboard in your office with maybe sticky notes all over it and saying all the things that you need to do in your project plan, that's how this is created. And it uses something called buckets, and the buckets are along the top here. And by using a template, the buckets are already created. If we created a completely blank planner, no buckets will be created, and we have to design them and set them up ourselves. It starts off with a simple to-do one, and you just create all the headings. One of the nice things about these cards, as they're called, is they can simply be dragged and dropped into the different buckets, which will automatically update the bucket that it sits in, and it will relate to executing now. If I move it back, it will update that to be sitting in the planning. Each one of these cards is a task, and you can keep it a really simple task, or you can make it much more extensive by filling in the checklist, attaching files, and having comments. So I'm going to just do create webinar again. So we have a webinar at the end of every month, and the next one's going to be on Power BI. So I might want to decide when I want to start looking at that, which is probably going to be about here. And I can assign it to any of my team members that are actually in that particular team. So I add my task, and it shows me who that task is assigned to. You can assign to more than one person if you like. And when I click it, it opens up the card, which gives me much more information about the project itself, the task itself. A couple of things to point out here. We've got due dates, we've got start dates. We can have in this basic planner repeating tasks, and we can put notes. We can put options in here. So you can build a checklist, which you can decide whether or not is displayed on that card. You can add attachments. And what is really beneficial with Planner is that the comments box allows you to send to the team updates and information about that particular task as you fill it in, and that will store that information. And then you've got a subdivision of colour schemes, if you like, as well. We don't save anything. Just looking at the planner, just managing your tasks is a really good step forward from maybe when you used to do. If you're working in a team, it can be a lot easier to manage like this, and you can tick various items off. You can keep a track of progress in here as well by saying whether it started or not. It's in progress, and that information is stored. What it also does that is really great is that you can look at it in a grid fashion, and you can also look at it in a fashion of the calendars where it's scheduled. We can see the dates down here, and the charts are useful when you're looking at a planner and saying how much has actually been done, where are we with everything, how's things going on. And another thing here is we can actually change the way that we look at things. So we can actually say, right, show me all the tasks by person.